Hi everyone, my name is Laura and I am the JSY Nutrition Community Educator here at Long Island Cares, and JSY stands for Just Say Yes to Fruits and Vegetables. Our program incorporates increasing the fruit and vegetable intake because more than 50% of adults do not consume enough fruits and vegetables. So we want to raise awareness to help prevent obesity and any oncoming diseases. All right, so today we're going to make some cranberry and sweet potato bread. This is a really easy recipe and we're using minimal sugar in it. So the only type of sugar we're actually putting in is a light brown sugar. We're also using orange juice in our recipe. We have some dried cranberries as well as the sweet potatoes, which we'll get to in a little bit. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna use two bowls, a small one and a large one. And I have my loaf pan right here, which I just sprayed with a non-stick cooking spray. So first up, we need 1 3/4 cups flour. So we got our flour in there. Then we need a teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to add our cinnamon, also a teaspoon. Really easy to remember this recipe. The cinnamon brings us a great flavor, as well as the vanilla extract that we'll be using shortly. Okay, so I have my flour, my baking soda, and my cinnamon in the bowl, and I'm just gonna whisk it around. You can use a spoon. I like the whisk. Okay, so that's good to go in this bowl. Now we're gonna start with our sweet potatoes. So I bought a canned sweet potato. Canned sweet potatoes are a great alternative to fresh sweet potatoes. They're cheaper, they have a longer shelf life. I always recommend when you're buying fruits or vegetables that you rinse and drain them to get off any extra sodium, sugar, things like that. So I've already strained and drained my canned sweet potatoes. Let me grab that. I'm just gonna take them. Take your masher and just mash them. And also the canned sweet potatoes are going to be a lot easier to mash. It's going to take up a lot less time than having to cook and cool your sweet potato. Okay, so just like that, sweet potatoes are good to go. Now we're going to add our eggs. We have 2 eggs. Our eggs are brown sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now our oil, we're going to do a 1/3 cup of oil. Our vanilla, teaspoon. And lastly, for this bowl, we're going to add 1/2 cup of OJ. When you're buying orange juice, you want to make sure it's a 100% fruit juice, that there's no added sugars. Because fruits on their own contain natural sugars. They're still a great source of vitamins and nutrients, but we don't want to put any extra sugar in there. All right. So I have my sweet potatoes, my egg, my brown sugar, my oil, my orange juice, my vanilla, and I'm just gonna mix that up. Perfect. Now I'm going to take the flour mixture, pour it in, just like that. And you just want to mix until it's blended. You don't want to over mix. So there we go. Now, the last step is adding our dried cranberries. So we're going to add 1 1/3 cup, which is about what I have left in this bag. So we're just going to eye this one. And you can put as many cranberries in or as little cranberries, or you could even leave them out. The choice is yours. We're going to mix through one more time. Perfect. It's going to simply be putting our batter into our loaf pan. Okay. Just going to tap it to get out any air bubbles in here. The sweet potato, I would never think of putting it in a bread, but it works great. The texture is very nice. It's moist, it's fluffy, it's very good. So I'm gonna put this in the oven now. We're gonna bake it for 1 hour at 350 degrees. We're gonna put in the oven. Again, this is 350 degrees, and we are gonna let that cook for an hour. All right, so our sweet potato and cranberry bread is done cooking, cooked for an hour at 350. Here it is. I just cut off a little piece over here. And voila!